All right, we're going to give this loom a try here. I want to show you guys the Knowledge Broker Blueprint, a little inside look into what this is. As you can see here over on the left-hand side, hopefully this is going to work out. You can see it has a course outline. If you click on that, it pulls out this and shows you the Module 1, Foundation to Sustain Success, 5 Keys to Constantly Progress. A lot of that is actually Tony Robbins. Transformational Vocabulary, that's Tony Robbins as well. Must Have Millionaire Success Habits, Creating Your Influence. Then Module 2 goes on to Extraction and Discovery, where you're finding your expertise in your ideal client. Story Teach Tool Framework. Then it's got this what's called your toolbox, part 1 and 2. And these are all tools that have, and we'll go and I'll show you some of these, have been developed through years and years of practice from Dean and Tony in their own masterminds, and they're invaluable. You can use them in yours. Then you go and complete your first agenda, and when you get that first agenda completed, it really makes you feel like you're really accomplishing something, and you are. And Module 3 is Marketing Mastery, becoming a marketing expert, Mastermind Funnel Blueprint, different page types, launch secrets. Then you go on to Module 4, Generating the Right Leads, the Wagon Wheel of Marketing. Then your first 100 perfect fans. And that's actually Rachel Miller. She's coming in and doing her own course. And that's what you'll find in here, is you're going to find these mini courses from these experts out in the field. If you go look up Rachel Miller, Moolah Marketing, you're going to find how big of a deal she really is. And there's others in here. Social media and free traffic, spending money on ads, what's next to scale. Module 5, running your event with confidence, and back in there, I believe it was in section 4 somewhere. I can't remember where, but there's a section I know from John Lee Dumas. If you look up John Lee Dumas, Entrepreneurs on Fire, I believe it is, one of the biggest podcasts out there. So he's teaching on podcasts, just incredible stuff. Module 5, running your event with confidence, the perfect mastermind formula. I want to notice here is you'll see quizzes. There are quizzes after each one. So you can't just go through here and think you're going to get through and call yourself a knowledge broker. You actually have to take quizzes and pass them in order to get to and get your certificate at the end. And then here are the bonus lessons. These bonus lessons unlock when you finish that section. Some big key things from Tony and Dean. Virtual event checklist, your in-person event, last steps and thank you. Module 6 is where, if you want to be a consultant or a reporter, that's how Tony started out, Tony started out with Jim Rohn, 6 knowledge consultant and reporter. So that's one thing over on the left. You've got your menu, your modules, your library, the Facebook group. You can get here's the MindMint software. You can click on that. Bonuses. There's a bunch of bonuses in here that'll be unlocked as you go along. You can see here, I'm a level master. I've actually completed KBB 2.0, and you get points and credits, and you can use those credits for additional things. So, but anyway, over here you see Tony here, mastering your mindset, and as you scroll down, you see here, you click on this, and this gives you a little introduction. And this is how each module is. You scroll down. And here's your lesson 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let me click on lesson 1. Hopefully it'll open quickly here. There we go. And then here's another thing for you to watch, just a brief introduction of this little section or of this lesson. And then the lesson, you'll see it has different sections, and there's that bonus I was telling you. And you can see some of the things here, and then you click on one of them, and feed and condition your mind and body. That's going to be all Tony. So let's pop that open, and you're going to have Tony teaching. Um, so it gives you an overview, action steps that you need to take. So you know all the check boxes there. You have to check those. Tools. You click on tools. It gives you a PDF of that section. There's also a overall PDF of the entire course. Then there's an audio. You can actually download the audio of this section so you can listen to it on the road. Then there's a transcript. There's a transcript of everything that Tony's saying here. So it's very powerful when you actually go through this. And then when you're done, you go to the see. Mine's going to go to the next section, but usually it says mark complete right here. And when you mark complete, it gives you a checkbox, and that's how it knows that you're moving along these sections up here. See all the check boxes or check marks show that I've already completed these. So you won't see mine just says next section instead of complete this section. So like I said, these are very powerful. You can move forward. I don't know that I want to go through all of them, but let me go in here to extraction and discovery. Pull that up. It'll take a little bit of time for it to pull up. Module 2, and here you can see there's 5 lessons. Each lesson will have different sessions in that lesson. Here you go. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Let me pull up the toolbox. This is very powerful. Toolbox part 1. Okay. And here's one, the clarity tool. You have the clarity tool, who I am, what I'm doing, 7 levels deep. 7 levels deep is very powerful. Helps you find your why. And going 7 levels deep, when you ask that question of why you're doing what you're doing, and when you get to that 7th level, let me tell you what, there are so many people that are just going to be emotionally drained. It really dig deep. And this is something that you're going to want to do. You're going to want to go through all these tools on your own. And then whenever you're doing your own mastermind, no matter what niche you're in, the person needs to know their why. So you're going to go through this in your masterminds. And like I said, tears are going to flow. I guarantee that. Because when you dig down to your true why you're doing things, it's usually going to be something extremely emotional. It could even be anger, I guess, with some people, but it will be very emotional. I know I'm being successful when another good tool, your not to do list. There are things that we all do that we shouldn't be doing. You can either just A, not do them, B, you can pass them on to somebody else and delegate them. But there's a lot of things in our lives that we're doing that we shouldn't be doing. Like if you don't, I know some people, I mean, cutting your grass, for an example, that takes an hour, 2 hours, depending on what it is, a week. Now, what is your time worth? So can you pay somebody $20 to cut your grass where, let's say your time's worth $150 an hour, $250, $500 an hour, even if it's $100 an hour, paying somebody $20 while you're working for 2 hours. You see the savings there? It's a return on your investment of $20, really, or a return on your time. So a not to do list is very powerful. Needle movers in your business or in what you're doing. Let me go to the next lesson. I want to show you some more of these tools because they're just very powerful. Full focus, the success loop. The success loop is something that Dean's developed over the years. You want to go through that. That's a cool thing. The one big thing. Now, the one big thing tool is something that you want to do at the end of your masterminds, because the one big thing you want your clients in a mastermind to leave and have that one big thing that they're gonna take action on, that's gonna move the needle for them. So that one big thing is where they know that's what they're gonna do right away. They're gonna start doing that the minute, maybe even while they're still there, but they're gonna start doing that one big thing the minute they leave your mastermind. And that's gonna be the one thing that's also gonna be the biggest needle mover. So that's a huge thing. Negotiating secrets. What's your time worth? We kind of almost talked about that a little bit earlier. Connect to scale. And then here's another bonus. So, like I said, it's just so powerful. And let me go here to generating the right clients. I want to show you Rachel Miller so you can see who she is in case you've never seen her. You very well may have seen her on social media somewhere. Where is her section? This is not working for me here. Here we go, lesson 2. So let me click on that. And she goes through, like I said, to find your 100 true fans, because that's your momentum. If you're just starting out, this is a huge section. And I tell people, you might even want to skip to this section to get started and then start getting your 100 true fans while you're going through the rest of the course. Just because if you have nothing, if you have no list, no following, nothing, you want to get that going as soon as possible. Because if you don't have a following, if you don't have people, you're going to end up paying for all your ads, and some people can't do that. So this is a way to bring in some organic traffic. But she goes through and does all these different days. Let me click on one of these because, like I said, I want you to see who she is. Like I said, Rachel Miller, Moolah Marketer or Marketing, I believe, is what her. If you look her up on Facebook, either way. But this is Rachel, and she's a firehouse. She's awesome to listen to, and she's very passionate about what she's doing. So very, very, very cool stuff with her. Let me back up out of here. And I'm going to go to the next module. I'm not sure where this is taking me right now. Oh, here we go. Social media secrets and whatnot. And here's that your podcast with JLD, John Lee Dumas. He is an absolute expert in podcasts. So you should be doing a podcast. If you're at all interested, you've got to look at that section. That's an absolute killer section that you really want to get to. Like I said, there's just so much in here. I mean, the course cost. I mean, those little sections with John Lee Dumas, with Rachel Miller, they could charge the full amount of KBB right there. And then what Dean did is he's got experts on his team. I mean, Dean's everywhere if you look on social media. He's got experts in Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, you name it. So he's going to have, like here, Facebook, you have Nick on his team, and Nick's going to do the training. You go to YouTube, and Brian from his team does this training. And these are experts in those areas. This is what they do day in, day out. So they are absolute experts in those areas. So they're transferring that knowledge to you. And like I said, if you watch Dean and Tony, especially Dean, I would go in and follow Dean on Facebook, on Instagram, all the social medias. You just watch and see what he does, and that'll give you a little bit more. Affiliates Made Easy, email management, your beta launch with Stu. It's Stu McLaren. Stu McLaren from the Tribe. So if you look up Stu McLaren or the Tribe, I'm actually a Triber. I went through Stu's course on the Tribe, and he's got a great course in here on launching your mastermind or your workshop. So, like I said, all these guests here in 2.0 that make this just so much better. I mean, KBB 1.0 was awesome. I went through that. I was one of the early adopters on that one, and now KBB 2.0 just off the charts. Psychology of running your mastermind, just some great stuff here. And then they actually go in and you'll see different courses. Like you're going to have checklists on what you have to do each day of your event. Like actually before your event, what you do that morning of the event. So it goes through everything, absolutely everything for you. And then, so I don't want to go too deep in these, but your location, creating an event, logistics, final room prep, the day of the event. He said there's just so much in here, and like I said, it's just the course is just beyond what you can imagine for this price. And like I said, the MindMint software. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to show you this real quick as well. And this is actually being updated. Let's see, maybe they're actually updating it on me already here, because I should not have had to input. Oh yeah, see, it's asking me for all kinds of stuff here. Let me see if I can do this real quick and not hurt you. Let me pull up this authorization code, and that's something you want to keep, to yourself. So, unfortunately, I'm not seeing it in my email yet. So, oh no, here it is. It went to my junk folder. And it'll send you they've changed this to where it sends you an authorization code every time you log in. So it's just something more. Oh, see, they put MindMint 2.0 in here. So I'm going to be a little bit lost on here because this is brand new. I haven't actually seen MindMint 2.0, but here, if you click on this, here's some of what was in there from MindMint 1.0. These are different things that you can set up. These are events that you can go in here real quick and set up and see. Like here's one I was just throwing in here to set up, and you do an overview, and you just answer some questions. How many seats, how much you're going to charge per seat. Attendees, event builder. It's got an agenda. It helps you build your own funnel for it. Different integrations for it. Here's a survey that you go through, and that helps you build everything, and it helps you in the end. But this software is so powerful in what it does. I mean, it accepts your payments, does your analytics for you. It sends you reminders. This software is also worth more than what you're paying for the entire course. It's just absolutely insane. Like I said, what this package is offering you. So anyhow, that's just a little bit. Hopefully this turns out okay. But that's a little bit on the KBB 2.0, and like I said, hopefully you'll jump in with us and join this movement. Self-education is the new norm, and knowledge is the new currency. So jump on in and join me, and I'll be here to help you along the way if you do. And looking forward to it. So have a great day.